Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening. From any part of the world, this is Tony HP. I want to thank you all for being here today. And in this video, I'm going to talk about a subject in which I have been thinking about for a very long time. As I mentioned in my update video, my last video, I've been thinking about a lot of things. And my perspective on certain things has changed in the last couple of months. If you guys have saw my previous videos, I talk about success, I talk about entrepreneurship, I talk about financial freedom, and all those topics that they're very popular today because all of us want to achieve financial freedom, but the problem is that most of us will never achieve it. That was the part of my mindset. So I'm gonna talk about a little bit random. So if you have any questions about what I said or anything like that, just let me know. But overall, I've been talking about my financial freedom goals. I've been focused on success. I've been looking for entrepreneurship as a way towards reaching financial freedom the quickest way to reach to financial freedom. Not only to financial freedom, but also to time freedom. And and I've been thinking about it, especially in the last couple of months. That's the past year has been for me a bad year. It was a very challenging year. It's a tough situation with jobs, tough situation with struggles with starting a business, wondering with worthless ideas to start a business, even thinking about going to network marketing or anything. Overall, finding ways towards accomplishing my financial freedom goal. And it wasn't until I read this book called The Millionaire Fast Lane by MJ DeMarco, which I highly recommend, especially for everybody who is either having their business or they want to start an entrepreneurship. That is one book that I highly recommend. And I read that book, The Millionaire Fast Lane, talk about the different paths between the slow lane, the fast lane, or the cake. There was a third path. I forgot about that one. And also I read his book, Unscripted. He talk about people starting business for the wrong reasons and not being prepared, to start a business. People that talk about being an entrepreneur, but they really aren't. Those are my ideas that I got from the book, and but the most important thing that he stressed about in his book was that to be able to achieve your goal, you need to follow. You need to bring a product or service, not that not something that you really love or like, but something that is in really need. Because you can love one thing, you can love a product or service, and you want to bring it to the marketplace. But if it is not needed in the marketplace today, then you may love it in the beginning, but perhaps later you may hate it because you're not achieving your goals. You're struggling with the business. And that opened my eyes, and that had me thinking about a lot of things. Reading those books, for me, exposed a lot of weaknesses that I had in terms of getting into financial freedom, finding ways to also open my eyes towards listening to many people, being confused in terms of listening to different successful people in the whether it's personal development or different industries. One thing is that they have their own path, they're doing their own way. But that had me thinking about reassessing my goals. And don't get me wrong, I still want to achieve my goal, achieve financial freedom, but very important, time freedom. And my focus right now is to find a way to achieve both. I call it the ultimate freedom. in which I'm able to live my life under my own terms, and I have the time and I have the resources to live my life on my own terms. I want to achieve ultimate freedom, not necessarily financial freedom, but also time freedom, and having freedom overall. So I've been thinking about what I want, how can I get to that goal, and I've been thinking that something that is missing, that I don't notice, that I've been noticing is, there are people that post in Facebook, whether it's Facebook or Reddit or any online forums, ways to make quick money and get rich very quick. But one thing that I've been missing, and that thanks to this book, these books and other articles and other part of my research, I've been realizing that a lot of people don't talk about problems. They don't talk about. They don't talk about. Let's see. They don't talk about. Oh, I want to solve problems. There's so many challenges going on in our society, and I want to solve these problems. There's this need out here. I want to bring this product, this service, not necessarily as an entrepreneur, not only as an entrepreneur, but as an employee. I want to solve this problem. Instead, the focus is how can I get their very financial freedom very quick. What is like the best thing that can make the most money, and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not saying that that's wrong. That's part of the discussion. But one thing that we're like, let me see, like, I think we're missing the one thing that we're missing the point is that entrepreneurship is not only not necessarily getting rich or financial freedom. Entrepreneurship leads towards financial freedom. Can lead towards financial freedom, and entrepreneurship has led people to financial freedom, time freedom. That's a fact. But entrepreneurship is more than that. And entrepreneurship is basically problem solving. The focus of becoming an entrepreneur, and this is my thinking, what I've put in my mind in the last couple of months, is that entrepreneurship is about problem solving. Bring a product or service that is needed, and not only bring that product and service only to the marketplace, but make it that people buy it from you. Make people buy it from you. Why they should buy it for you? Buy from you. What solution? What is the solution that you're bringing that is better than other solutions out there? Why yours is the best solution to their problems? The best solution to not only meet but also exceed their needs. And I've been thinking about that because my project, my business for, the business project that I was working on, I was focused on what I wanted to do more, but I was not really focused. I know that there was a need. I know that there are problems, but the problem, the issue was that I was focused on what I want to bring instead of what is truly needed in the marketplace. And what I'm trying to say with this video is that if you want to become an entrepreneur, in fact, let me rephrase that. To really be successful in life, if you truly want to be real successful in life, you need to become a master problem solver. Simple. A problem solver. Solve problems for others. Not necessarily, not only if you're not an entrepreneur, as an employee, solve problems. Instead of focusing on the downsides, focus on the opportunity. I'm not talking about monetary terms right now. In this video, I'm just talking about problems. We need to focus and change our perspective from expecting and getting rewards, but focusing first on solving problems, becoming problem solvers. to really be very successful as an entrepreneur, as an investor, as an employee, all different areas in life, you need to become a master problem solver. If you become that in your respective industry, your respective, especially your respective industry, if you're able to become the master problem solving, master problem solver, then you will reach beyond what you imagine. Become the person that people can rely on for the best solutions. It doesn't matter the price, because at the end, what is truly worth, to be a very successful master, to be a master problem solver, you need to bring the greatest value in the marketplace. That's it. That's it. To become a master problem solver, you need to bring the greatest value in society, in the world, basically. Doesn't matter, entrepreneur, employee, investor, whatever you are in your area. Even if you don't have a job right now and you're struggling with being unemployed, you can, this is something that we have access to, all of us. We can solve problems. We have to find a way to be able to solve those problems, even if you have no support. So overall, I think that my focus in the last couple of months have become to, how can I solve more problems more problems for people? How can I do it more effective and more efficiently? So I can become a master problem solver, and by that, in doing it that way, I can fulfill my purpose and be able to achieve my goals. For example, the work that I've done in the autism community in the last years, for years now, have not been necessarily to expect a reward. I'm doing it because there's to go to make a difference. No expectation of reward. That's another thing. Never go to solve problems with an expectation of reward in your mind. Focusing on problem, solving, going beyond expectations, solving problems, without expectation of reward. That has worked for me throughout my life, and I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it to just apply. I'm just telling you, this is my position and what I think about problem solving, and to be truly successful in this life. So overall, in summary, we should be focused more on problem solvers in our society, not about gaining success, money, and all that kind of stuff. We need to go beyond that. We need to go to become master problem solvers and be judged primarily on results and the impact that we made. So that's my position in terms of problem solving. We need to do more we need more problem solvers in our society, from any area, any part of society in our world. So I would like to hear your comments. I would like to read your comments. Please comment right down below. Your comments, your thoughts, whether you agree or disagree with my points. If I was not clear with something, just let me know, and I will be very happy to clear it up. So overall, we need to be master problem solvers in order to be truly successful in life. So thank you all very much for being here today. This is Tony HP, and until next time, I'll see you around. Bye bye.